soldiers, this is Ghost 45. I'm back again. Sorry I had to take a little break, you know, about family things, you have to take care of your family, provide for them. Like I told you guys about my saving money, for my baby cousin. But now, I'm free, thank God. Let me move into a different position. Shit. Almost lost it there. Well, there I go. There I go. You know what? Back. Let's put it back where it belongs. I am going to be reacting to the top 60 non-gaming creepypastas. You know, and you already know where the original video is from. TATS Top Videos. And I'm gonna stop stalling. Let's get this started. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This video contains disturbing content, violent content, jump scares, and sudden loud noises. Viewer discretion advised.
Creepypasta, a term that grew out of the 4chan terminology copypasta, for copy and paste text that goes viral. These modern-day ghost stories and urban legends often walk that fine line between internet fact and internet lore, and some are downright terrifying.
People around the world share their bizarre and terrifying stories, hoping that the tales will gain popularity and become classics, often quoted or cited by horror fans and frightened netizens.
They're the stuff of nightmares, and we're gonna take a look at the top 60 non-gaming creepypastas. was a poem written by
in 1951 and first published in 1954 in Masses and Mainstream magazine under the pseudonym Jack DeNoia. Its plot concerns a hangman who arrives in a town and executes the citizens one by one. As each citizen is executed, the others are afraid to object out of fear that they will be next. Finally, there is nobody remaining in the town except for the hangman and the narrator of the poem. The narrator is then executed by the hangman, as by then there is no one left who will defend him. The poem is usually cited as an indictment of those who stand idly by, while others commit grave evil or injustice, such as during the Holocaust. The bunk bed. The story revolves around a 27-year-old recalling his horrifying memories of when he was a child. The bunk bed that he slept in was bought by his father out of joy when he realized that his wife was going to have twins. At 3 years old, the child would be placed in the bottom bunk of his bed, while his brother would torment him from above. Every night was apparently the same. The brother would growl at him in his malevolent croak about all the pain and misery awaiting him, and the various tortures he had thought up. It was later revealed that his brother had sadly died whilst his mother was giving birth, and his parents would refuse to talk about it. Now as an adult, he explained that he can finally sleep only if he takes pills, and was glad he didn't have to see him, because he was on the top bunk. Honora Petrova was born in Portland, Oregon. She was one of the most promising figure skaters in the United States until she discovered a sentient Wikipedia page about her. After trying to selfishly alter her fate by editing the page, her life spirals out of control in the most unexpected ways. She first speculated her father or figure skating club had made the Wikipedia page as a way to inspire her to win.
Now that's just
When she
creepy.
asked her dad about it flatly, he denied. Strangely, when she would check her Wikipedia page for competitions, it consistently and accurately predicted her subsequent victories at every tournament. She wanted to win a chance at the Olympics so bad that when it came time to try out for the sectionals, she decided to cheat and influence her Wikipedia page. When she tried to update the page, instead of displaying what she wanted, it had wrote horrible statements. Honora was banned from the competition for attempting to sabotage the other team's skates, which she denied. It began to become clear that the Wikipedia page predictions were coming true. It should be noted that the administration at Wikipedia was not aware of this page, and it is speculated that only Honora had access to it, or she fabricated the story. The page continued to have horrible descriptions of her, from one tragedy after another. It said her parents ended up in a terrible accident, and she would be penniless. When Honora tried to contact her parents after reading that particular page entry, she heard nothing but laughter at the other end. When she eventually viewed call records from her parents' phones, it did not show the calls she tried to make to them. Honora became very despondent and reclusive. She eventually received a settlement for her parents' death and moved to Switzerland. While in Europe, she abandoned her habit of checking the page and started to become a success in her craft again. Unfortunately, before an audition for the ice circus, she relapsed into her old habit of checking the page to see possible results. It read that she would die friendless and penniless on the day before the audition, and the predictions came true. Where bad kids go. This story describes a photographer who decides to find out more about an old children's show that he used to watch as a child in wartime Lebanon.
From what he remembers, the show relied on very graphic imagery and scare tactics to keep kids from misbehaving. He believes that the show was an attempt by the media to keep children in check, as the moral of every episode revolved around some sort of strict ideology, such as bad kids stay up late and bad kids steal food from the fridge at night. You may think that's very mundane. However, the one thing that the photographer remembered, the most at least, was the closing scene of every single episode. It was the same thing every time, actually. The camera would slowly zoom towards a old rusted door, and as it got closer, screams of some kind could be heard. The closer the camera got to the door, the louder and clearer the screams would get. When the screaming couldn't get any worse, an Arabic text read, "That's where bad kids go," signifying the end of the episode. Fast forwarding to the present, somehow the photographer managed to track down the studio where the old show was filmed. Although the place looked like it had been abandoned for quite a long time, the infamous rusted door from his childhood was still there. He then discovered